Hello, and welcome to Bonus Blackcat Chat. I'm your host, Brian Murley. Recently, J.R. Russell and myself had an opportunity to catch up with the volleyball team at one of their practices. We had a chance to chat with the four seniors and the coaches to find out about this upcoming season. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this episode of Bonus Blackcat Chat. J.R. Russell and I had an opportunity to talk to our four seniors about their final season as a Blackcat volleyball player. Find out what volleyball means to them and the goals they have set for themselves and their team in their final season here on Bonus Blackcat Chat.
Hi, my name is Reese Gray, and I'm a senior, and I've been playing volleyball since the 6th grade.
Wow, since 6th grade? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How has your high school experience been?
My high school experience has been really well. We've always had lots of fun and always had hard-working teams.
What about volleyball is it that you really enjoy?
Something about volleyball that I really enjoy is that I get to play with my best friend, and I've been getting to play with her since the 6th grade, and it's just fun to have a different, best friend dynamic on the team, and we just have a lot of fun playing on the court together, and it's just a really team-based sport.
Now, you play lots of other sports too, don't you? Mm-hmm. What other sports do you play?
I play softball.
Softball, okay.
Mm-hmm.
A little different?
It
volleyball?
Is.
How's volleyball different than
volleyball is different because I'm a softball pitcher, so it takes some pressure off of me getting to play volleyball. It's just a different atmosphere. It's fun to get to play in a gym with lots more fans than at the softball field.
Gotcha. And do you have any goals set for this year? For your senior year?
A goal that we have set for senior year is to make conference champs and to make it out of regionals.
Wonderful. Who's going to be your big challenge in conference?
Our big challenge in conference is always between Trico and Vienna, so we're really looking for a good match for both of them.
You get a little extra incentive with Vienna, don't
yeah.
you? Okay, nothing wrong with that. Before we cut you loose, is there anybody you want to say hey to?
I don't think so.
Nobody out there? Nobody that's
No one want to say hi?
Want to say hi to?
I don't know. I feel like I run Trico.
Okay.
All right.
All right, great. Okay, thanks a bunch.
Okay, thank you. I'm Kayla Delaney. I've been playing volleyball since 6th grade, and I'm a senior at Goreville.
6th grade?
Yeah.
Okay, the second one I talked to that's played since 6th grade,
Yep.
so you must kind of enjoy volleyball then
Yes,
to stick
I
with
do.
it.
This is my favorite sport.
It's your favorite sport?
Yes.
What is it about volleyball that you really like?
Just the atmosphere and being able to connect with your teammates all around the court. Just everything about it just is, it's just a hype sport, so it just gets you going.
Wonderful, wonderful. I like it. How's your experience been playing 4 years of volleyball for Goreville High School?
It's been really fun. Best time I've been playing volleyball in years. I haven't had this much fun connecting with girls on this team and being in the atmosphere. Like I said, it's just very opening. You can be open with your teammates, and the coaches is very welcoming.
A lot of our sports are team-oriented, for sure, but volleyball seems to have a little different attitude towards team. Am I right in saying that?
Yes, you're very right, because it takes a whole team to make one play. You can't have a good hit without a pass in a set, so everything goes along with it. It's just a full team aspect. If one thing goes wrong, you all have to pick each other back up so you don't get down.
Right. And there's a lot of cheering going on in volleyball, too.
If you're not cheering, it's something's bad.
It's definitely.
What do you see for your future? Are you going to continue to try to play?
I am going to try to go play at a JUCO level right now and then move up. But that's my plan to go as far as I can for volleyball.
And you play some other sports, too, don't you?
I play basketball.
Basketball?
Yep.
How does this differ from basketball?
Like basketball to me is just like more of like a relaxed sport. Like you rely on your team mostly, but volleyball, it's like the pressure's on you. It's basically like a version of letting balloon. Like you can't let the balloon hit the ground, but more intense. So like that's basically how I see it. But like with basketball, it's just like the pressure's not all on you. You have 5 other people out there, but in volleyball, if you like hit it into the net, like it's like you feel like that's on you, and it's a big mental game other than basketball.
Cool. Okay. All right. Goals? You have goals for this year, your senior year?
My goals are to win conference and make it to state.
I'll make it to state. Very good. Very good. Before we cut you loose, is there anybody you want to say hey to?
My mom and dad.
There you go. All righty. Thanks a bunch.
I'm Madison Foley. I'm a senior, and I've been playing volleyball for 8 years.
8 years.
8 years.
So you did the math on this. You've been playing since what, 6th grade?
Yes.
Okay, well, there's enough.
6th, around there.
Okay,
Yeah.
Great. Okay, so you're the third one we've talked to that's played for quite a while. So obviously, you kind of enjoy playing volleyball.
I love it.
Okay, what do you love about volleyball?
Just the chemistry that you can build, because it's definitely not an individual sport. It's a team sport, and I've just grown to love it over the years.
You said team sport. One of the things we mentioned earlier interview also, a lot of our sports are team sports here at Goreville, but there's something different about volleyball and relying on team, isn't there, in that unity and functioning as a unit. You talk about that at all, or?
Well, I just think the fact that the whole game is wrapped around the ball not hitting the floor and just keeping it up, and kind of have to put everything out there to keep that going, and just especially when you play with your teammates for a while, you can pretty much read them just from looking at them. And
Yeah. And speaking of JR stepping away, but we know last year at the end of the year you had a shoulder injury, which kind of affected your basketball season, and you got to play there at the end. How is the shoulder?
as of right now, it's doing really good. I did about 4 months of physical therapy and lifted quite a bit over the summer to try to keep it strong. And right now, I'm just learning my limits and trying to keep it as healthy as possible because I want to be able to have my full senior season.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
problems.
And we talked last year during basketball season that I told you it sucked that you were hurt, but I was glad, and I know you were glad that was during your junior year,
Yeah.
and not your senior year, because that would have really not been good. So as you guys, as a team, we've heard from a couple of other seniors already, but what is goals that you guys have for yourself as an individual or maybe as a team this year?
As an individual, my biggest one right now is, like I said, keeping my shoulder healthy and then having a good year. As a team, we definitely want to beat Trico. We all agreed that was
Told
our
you.
biggest goal. Beat Vienna, of course,
Yeah.
win conference. Our big goal.
That's good.
You mentioned basketball. Differences between basketball and volleyball.
Ooh, honestly, I don't know the answer to that. You mean like team-wise?
Yeah,
You,
team-wise.
as an experience, as you experience those two sports, you feel any differences, or do you have a preference of one? Is there one you like more than the other?
100% volleyball. That's what I love. I've played basketball just as long as volleyball, and I don't really know. I think definitely being out this past season, my junior season, I was out for most of the basketball season, and that kind of put my focus more on volleyball.
Okay. Last question we always ask anybody, is there anybody you want to shout out to? Say hey.
Probably not, no.
Parents? Grandparents?
Oh, yeah. I mean, thank you to my mom for always supporting me and being there, and our coaches, of course, and you guys for always being there. Just the school and the community behind us. It's a strong one.
All right. Outstanding.
Thank you, Madison.
All right.
Thank you.
Kayla Delaney. I'm a senior and I've been playing since 6th grade.
Another one since 6th grade.
Yeah.
We talked to all 4 of our seniors. You guys have been together a long time, haven't you?
It's been nice. Get to surround myself with my friends who I've been playing with since we first started. So,
What is it about volleyball that you enjoy?
I really like the fact that it's pretty much based around the entire team. So, if there's an error, the whole team is ready to pick the other person up, and we never really have to have a bunch of stress on ourselves if we make an error.
And there's a different team aspect of volleyball than there is to maybe basketball or softball, isn't there?
Yeah.
To the action?
Yes, it's a lot faster. It's a lot more intense. I feel like it's probably maybe not the most fast sport that you go through, but it's definitely a fast-paced sport.
Seems like there's more communication on the court with volleyball than, would that
Well,
be
that's
something that's important?
Yeah, that's a very big part of volleyball. Most of the sport is a lot of communication along with a bunch of other aspects, but the main point of the sport is to have good communication so we can try our best and get what we want to do.
Okay, great. What have you enjoyed most about playing for Goreville?
I feel like Goreville is the best place to be playing sports because the entire school is basically sports. So it's really nice to have, like, I feel like it's a giant family, good community. There's always people showing up for games, so we never really have to worry about that. COVID got a little tough, and it was hard to play through that because we couldn't have anybody at our
Yeah,
games, but now that we're back to normal.
Playing in front of an empty gym is not an easy thing.
No matter what you're doing, for sure. Plans for next year? You have plans for next year?
Not definite plans right now, but I definitely would love to go play for Zuko or maybe move on from there.
Awesome. And goals? What are your goals this season?
Goals this season are definitely first off to win conference, and then after conference, I have a lot of faith that we can do that. So after conference, mainly focusing on postseason and trying to get all the way to state.
Fantastic. And before we cut you loose, is there anybody you'd like to say hello to out
My mom and dad.
there? Couldn't do it without them, could you?
Nope.
Okay, great. All right.
All right. Thank you, Kyle. Now, let's meet the rest of the team.
Brianna Sis, sophomore.
Arnold and Hayes Jr. Harvey Compton Jr.
Taylor Harrison, freshman. Layla Hartley, freshman. Megan Melbourne, freshman. Olivia Mann, freshman. Emma Rogers, freshman. Addie Underwood, freshman. Elizabeth Trainer, freshman. Peyton Russell, freshman. Lexi Land, freshman. Tilly Stewart, freshman.
We also had an opportunity to catch up with the two coaches, and here are those interviews.
Nick Hayes, volleyball coach here at Goreville High School.
Wonderful, Nick. And how long you been coach here?
This is my second year.
Second year.
Second year, yes, sir.
Where'd you come from? Background?
Honestly, I've been in the fitness industry for 18 years, training athletes to your everyday individual.
Okay.
So 17, almost 18 years been doing that.
How did you land here at Goreville coaching girls volleyball then? What's the story there?
Well, I would say that my daughter has something to do with that. So I wanted to be more a part of her life, and I love all these girls that she's friends with and have been watching them since they were in junior high, growing up and playing sports, and have always tried to be there as much as I can for them. Their freshman year, I was watching a lot of volleyball, and they're going into their sophomore year, my daughter's sophomore year. The volleyball position opened up, and I put my hat in the ring and was able to help Coach Cassie out as well.
Outstanding, outstanding. So what's your expectation looking at this year? Doing the interviews, you got a lot of underclassmen.
We do.
You got a lot of youth.
We have 10 freshmen that came up, which is awesome, and they had a great 8th grade year as well. They made it to state in their 8th grade year, so we got some good talent coming up, and I'm excited about what we've had last year. They've been able to build some more chemistry with each other, and so I'm excited to see what they bring this year.
Okay, super. And you got some good leadership with your upperclassmen, don't you?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, we have 4 seniors on the team that have been through this program since they were freshmen. So it's their time to shine, and they've been on the floor ready for this moment for sure.
Okay.
So it's been a blessing to be able to be a small part of their life, and help them become better athletes, better human beings as well, and better students. So
Great.
It's been awesome.
Great. Goals for the season?
Let's see.
Individual team,
yeah.
whatever they may be.
So there's a bunch of that's what we do. First or second day of practice is we kind of go around and talk to each individual, and we want them to get comfortable with each other, and we talk about individual goals, and then we talk about team goals as well. And I would say that the majority, everybody's number one in their head is they want to win conference.
Yeah.
Number one, and they have some tough teams in front of them to be able to do that, but that's their number one goal but we're going to take it one game at a time, and we're going to get there.
Sure. One word there, one team that came up consistently in our interviews was Trico.
Sure. Sure.
Tell me about that.
You know what? I'm not for sure why it got into their head last year that they weren't able to compete for whatever reason. Coach and I both believed in them, and we understood that they were plenty capable of, anytime they step on the floor, we understand that they're capable of taking care of business out there. But, we understand that sometimes we're our own worst enemy, and it's going to happen. But I know that team has a little special place for them. Everybody's got that little rival that they want to beat. So, I'm glad that they're all ready to step up to the challenge.
Hey guys, Cassie Cameron. I'm the Goreville High School head volleyball coach.
We're here with Cassie, and this is your second year.
Yes.
I want you to tell us, folks, a little bit about you, because you are new to the community and may not know who you are. Just give us a little bit of background on how you came to be here at Goreville School.
So I'm originally from DuQuoin. My biggest sport was softball. I loved volleyball, but my biggest sport was softball. I had an offer to SIUE in Edwardsville for volleyball, and as soon as I was going to accept that offer, my mom was diagnosed with breast cancer. So I stayed at a local JUCO college, and I didn't play sports at all.
Oh, and then what got you back into where you wanted to coach?
My friend Hannah Smothers was all about me moving to Goreville, so Blakely was closer to Harbor. And as soon as I moved here, the Todd Tripp got a hold of me, and the position was mine.
Yeah. Now I know you didn't play, but did you miss the volleyball
Oh,
while
for
you were
sure.
going?
Because like all through high school, from I think second grade up, I was in camps, I was in trainings, I was always working one-on-one with coaches. My parents paid a lot of money. So it was, a little heartbreaking, but
Yeah.
I had to do what was best for my mom.
Yeah, exactly. I know exactly what you mean there. So what's got you excited about this year's team?
All these amazing athletes. We have freshman, JV, and a varsity team this year. So we have a handful of athletes.
That's the first time that we've had a freshman squad
Yes.
in a while.
Yep.
Usually we don't have enough. We usually have 2 or 3 freshmen.
Yes.
And then, a handful all the way up through. And I think I counted 17 girls totally this year.
Yep.
That's really good. So, and we interviewed the seniors, and they've been playing since 6th grade. And so you can really see the chemistry with them. And what do you expect? What are you expecting out of your 4 seniors this year?
Well, I expect a lot from them. There's already one girl that almost has an offer to a JUCO college to play volleyball. Super proud of her.
Mm-hmm.
She works her butt off. But not only does she work her butt off, all summer, every one of these girls were like, "Hey, coach, can we get in the gym? Can we get in the gym?" So we were in here twice a week, 3 times a week, working, and then playing in Vienna. We played some scrimmage games against Trico, Crab, Vienna.
And there's that name again, Trico. I heard that quite a few times yesterday, along with Vienna.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit about that rivalry. I know you've only been coaching 2 years, but you've already seen that Trico Goreville volleyball rivalry. Talk a little bit about that.
Trico, they have solid players, solid coach. I can't say anything bad about them other than I want to beat them. We all want to beat them.
All beat 'em.
I think that's the biggest team on our list to knock off.
Yeah.
We would have been first in regionals
Yeah.
had that not have been.
Yeah.
Well, I can't even say it was from Trico because we can beat them.
Yeah.
But it's the name Trico that gets us.
Yeah.
It's all in the head. It's a
Yeah.
mental game. It's
If
a
they were
mental
called
game
something
over
else, you would probably beat them.
Yep.
Yeah, if they were called whatever, if they were called Ava, you probably wouldn't be an issue.
Right.
So speaking of Trico, Vienna, what are some of the goals? I know the girls have talked about it, but what would you like to see this team accomplish this year?
I want them to have chemistry on that ball court. I don't want them to go out there and expect to hit a kill every single time. I would rather see one of the athletes make a smart play rather than the other team expecting us to set our biggest hitter.
Right.
We have 2 really big hitters that teams double block on every single game. So we have to swap it up a little bit this year. I'm glad we have more to choose from to where if we are getting blocked, we can put more girls in to throw it off.
And that's where that little back set dump tip over to the line comes in real and effective. And you guys used that quite a bit last year, especially like you're talking about, where they come and they would go to block the front line. There would be 2 there, and you guys would do the little dump off to the side.
Yeah.
And I noticed last night in the line hitting, they were practicing that little just to tap it over.
Sneaky lane.
Yeah, there's a little sneaky route there. Is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, I just hope we have a good year. We have some good athletes, and I'm excited to coach for Goreville again.
And we're so glad to have you. Thank you so much, Cassie.
Thanks.
We thank you for joining us here today on Bonus Blackcat Chat. Bonus Blackcat Chat is a production of Blackcats Network. You can find out more about Blackcats Network by contacting us on our Facebook page or emailing us at blackcatsnetwork.com.